So last night, in covering the 954Sports.com Week 4 high school football game of the week, I decided to check out a defending state champion. At Cardinal Gibbons High School in Ft.Lauderdale, the Chiefs were playing host to a familiar rival across town, one at that, in the Flying L's of Ft.Lauderdale High School. Welcome to my YouTube station. I'm Matt Levine. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to thank you in advance for hopefully subscribing to the station. And since I'm busy shouting out those thank yous, one more goes out to Michael Murill, the athletic director, and all the nice folks out there at Cardinal Gibbons for welcoming 954sports.com on to the campus last night. And what a beautiful, beautiful campus it is. And the field is just tremendous. It's Dr. Bob Tite Field. So the Chiefs and Flying L's going at it last night. And without further ado, as the great Warner Wolf pays some homage, used to say, let's go to the videotape. Video highlights. Chiefs, Flying L's in Ft.Lauderdale. These two haven't met up since 2012, despite the rivalry going back to 81. Now, not a pretty first quarter. No score. A couple of bagels, goose eggs on the scoreboard. But in the second quarter, things would heat up, thanks to the Ft.Lauderdale defense. And this dude here, Demetrius Fields, showing the speed. As Brody Palhegyi, who led him to that state championship as a backup quarterback, coming in as a sophomore last year. There goes Fields, 97 yards on the return. Couple yards short, though, of hitting pay dirt for a touchdown. They'd settle for a field goal from a guy who had a great game. Callie Kanavel Ajemi, 21 yards out. They'd enjoy a short-lived 3-0 lead because back came the Chiefs. They used the running game in the first half to their advantage. Tajay Davis, 80 yards rushing on the night, most of them in the first half. I think 74 in the first half. A couple of short yardage touchdowns, including that one. They went up 14-3 at the half. Coaches figure it out. Let's strike up the band. Do at the end too. Speaking about loving, well, you got to love this play coming up, and this dude right here, Antonio Spencer, 233 return yards on the night. Big chunk of it coming on this play. Talk about the old track star with a football in his hands. Blazing speed, 95 yards again to pay dirt. Impressive. They were firing on all cylinders. They opened the second half with that touchdown. Coaches again for the Flying L's, no answer. Defense up to snuff last night. Look at the play here by Keon Roy Jr. snuffing out the run by Ft.Lauderdale's R.J. Dunbar IV. Told you about Palhegyi's struggles in the first half. Second half, rush for a touchdown, threw for 2. Hooks up with Majon Wright on this one here. Impressive. Ft.Lauderdale would tack on a late field goal and a Tonio McGowan 1-yard plunge, but in the end, not enough. 41-16 was the final. I had a chance afterward to catch up with head coach Matt DeBuck and wide receiver Elijah.
And I think we have a really good opportunity next week, and then we'll have an off week, and we'll be one game better than we were a year ago at this time, if we take care of business. So I think our team's going to be, we're really tough on defense. Our special teams are getting better, and our offense is really good.
We played as a team, something that we're supposed to do, something that the coach talk about every day in practice. That's just what we're supposed to, it's kind of hard to explain, really, because we're a family. That's what we're supposed to do, really.
Man right there, nice kid. Elijah Edwards, who had the other receiving touchdown for the Chiefs in the second half. Only a sophomore with all kinds of talent. By the way, I asked him who his favorite NFL player was. Odell Beckham Jr. I told him mine is Saquon Barkley. Next week, the Chiefs, who are now 3-1, will be on the road in Delray, American Heritage, Ft.Lauderdale, back home. They're now 2-1 against West Broward. We'll be back on the road next week in covering the high school football game of the week, week 5, right here on 954sports.com. Till then, I'm Matt Levine saying so long.